I can totally understand the hand wringing from Washington's side about the pass interference, the lack of a pass OPI call. I mean, defensive pass interference call on the fourth down, and also I guess after the game, Terry McLaurin had said that he was trying to confirm with the ref before getting into formation that he wasn't committing an illegal formation
Yeah, he
penalty.
gave the refs a thumbs up. I don't know what the ref was doing.
Right.
If he gave him verbal confirmation, either way, the refereeing in the NFL has been horrific.
It was across
horrific in the Vikings game too.
This
People
weekend,
are forgetting that because they came back and won.
Exactly.
But they blew that play dead when that was clearly a fumble or a turnover for a touchdown.
That Chandon Sullivan, that play from Chandon Sullivan where he stripped it and ran it into the end zone. Upon replay, it was just so clearly a fumble. And guys, and I understand his frustration. Sullivan threw his helmet. He was so heated, and I get it because. Sometimes,
and then they gave him the flag for that.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it's wrong to when you don't do your job.
Right. It's wrong it's wrong it's not wrong to make the shitty call. It's wrong to get upset about the shitty call.
Exactly. Unreal. And they totally missed that on Darnay Holmes. I mean, look, I'm happy the Giants won, but he was sticking his arms through under his armpits and basically lifting him in the air. You're not catching this ball, Jahan Dotson.
The thing with it though is that's it's not a team's fault for benefiting from that, and also it happens basically to everyone at some point where a call is missed, and it can. But also, and for me, I'm always I think these things can ultimately kind of cancel themselves out in the sense of I think there are so many factors into losing a game as to why it is that it can't only be boiled down to one missed call.
Right.
But I think across the league, we just saw that there is a lot to be kind of annoyed or frustrated about, whether it was the Raiders game, the Raiders Patriots game, the Jets Lions game, the Giants game, the Vikings game. There were just a lot of questionable calls throughout.
I mean, and there's no recourse for it either. It just I don't understand why the league. Did you know that the league does not pay full-time officials?
What?
Yeah, they don't.
Oh my God, all those guys are part-time?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right.
It's a lot of work for a part-time job.
It is, and they won't pony up.
A lot of travel.
And I'm just that was Jahan Dotson who was on who they were covering there, right?
Yeah, let me just double check that, but I believe you're correct.
I think so too. At that point, I was celebrating, so it's hard for me to even remember. But it clearly was pass interference, regardless. The point being is, that was. Number 10. That's Jahan. Oh, no, that was Curtis Samuel.
It was Curtis Samuel.
God damn it. I knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong.
It was Curtis Samuel.
Jahan Dotson is number 1. Curtis Samuel's number 10. Either way. I mean, look, they still would have had to convert the 2 points, and who knows if that would have happened given the way the Giants defense was shutting them down.
Right.
So I don't really, if I were to guess, I don't even know if that would have changed the outcome of the game. But regardless, officiating around the league this year has been so bad. There have been so many missed calls. And you should not be I understand the proclivity to let them play at that point in the game, but you can't miss a call that egregious. It's just...
That's the thing. If it's ticky-tack, if it was grabbing a jersey or if it was something like that, I understand maybe let them play, but he was basically bear hugging the guy. I think it's hard, and especially there's usually a line judge at the tip of the end zone at that point. So I just thought it was basically pretty hard to miss. But this shit just happens one way or another. At least I think it's just interestingly it's notable because one, it was the Sunday night game, and two, it was happening everywhere. It was every game had 3 to 5. What the hell?
If the Vikings had not come back and won that game, I would have blown a gasket.
Oh yeah, that was the Chandon Sullivan. I was really that was very irritating to watch.
That was even worse than last night.
Right, because it's
people just forget about it because
they won
the bigger story,
and then the comeback,
and the comeback,
Because basically, to me, I'm what else could he possibly do? He punched the ball out. It's a fumble. He runs it into the end zone,
and that was the second fumble.
And that's the second one. Run back for a negated touchdown. So it was just I can only imagine that frustration when you're just literally doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's to no avail because of the refs.
Unreal.